Hey, Matt here, and watching a lot of things on YouTube about the return of Jeff Hardy, which I don't watch Dynamite, I did tape it. So, and I thought, it's funny because I believe I talked a little smack about Jeff. And look, there's a lot of people out there in this world that are fighting with demons. Some have won, some have lost. And for me, it just seemed like Jeff had so many chances, a lot of DUIs in the past, including last year. And leaving WWE and then going over to AEW and then having that. So I was, to me, like, I don't know, I feel like, how many chances does one get? And we all know the history from 2011 and everything else. And you know what? I like Jeff. And I'm glad that he's back. Especially now because he's back with Matt Hardy, or his brother, right? So, I'm not sure what to think. Because, will he stay clean this time? And I'm not saying that as a dig, I'm just saying you can do it. The problem is he's been sober for so long that for some reason it took that to get him out of the company. And the fact is it could have been serious. He could have killed somebody. Or himself. So I'm hoping that Jeff is clean this time, for reals. And I mean, it's not just him. You look at Jimmy Uso. You look at, well, fuck Tammy Cinch. And the only reason I say that is because Jeff, it just seems like it's been a decade for him. It probably has been for Tammy. I'm not quite sure. Maybe more than that. I know that she's had a lot of issues since leaving WWE. Obviously, she's been inducted into the Hall of Fame. I don't know where that stands. You look at someone like Jimmy Uso who gets a DUI. And then all of a sudden, he gets a shot with his brother for the tag team titles, and he wins. So, I'm not sure, again, how far this is going to go. And I'm hoping that he stays straight this time, and I'm sure he will. But I want to see him succeed. I really do. And I want to see him go forever. Like, don't go back to the shit. Stay clean. He's a talented wrestler. And the rumors was that he wasn't going to return to the ring. So I'm glad that he's back. I'm also pretty impressed that AEW went with the old school ropes. So I guess that's going to be a thing. I thought that was only one time, but speaking of AEW, you have rumors now, and I guess it's real too, that CM Punk is coming back in July to Chicago. So, I mean, that's kind of okay. Like, once again, I think that Jeff is gonna stay on the company and it's gonna work. Whereas Phil Brooks, who's straight edge already, who has never necessarily gone into legal trouble, it seems to me that, and I know that I've said my piece, I know that I've not Phil Brooks, and I know I've said that I'm now an ex-fan of CM Punk, and I still stand by that. I don't know what happened. His ego got in the way, because when he comes to WWE, and yes, there was a lot of issues with that, and it was mostly, well, a majority of it was the company. And I think some of it is on him as well. I don't know. I don't know. And then you have that MMA thing. I won't get into that. We go to AEW, and you do great. You win the title, and then you fuck it all up. And I don't understand why. And it wasn't just that. It was the fact that he would not wrestle on Dynamite. He would go on Rampage and wrestle there, or a pay-per-view. Which to me was bullshit, because you look at somebody that, yes, he's been in the business for a long time. He's still young. Not that young, but he's still, well, I guess you could say, maybe not, I don't know. But for some reason, and I don't know why, and I can't say that it was all him either, because you had Mac and Nick and Tyson. Yes, I can go on and say Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, but in reality, it was them. It was a shoot. You know, and it just makes me wonder if CM Punk or Phil Brooks decides to come back, how is this gonna work? Because I don't know if I can be a fan again. Which is really dumb, you know. I always claimed to be that person who, if I was a fan of something, I was only in it for life. And that's mainly, you know, that's mainly true, sure. But when you look at somebody who has tarnished their career, and for what, then it's hard for me to want to be a fan of that person. You know, do I want to see CM Punk back? Yeah, you know what, I do. Honestly, I do. I don't think it's gonna be as great as it was. Hopefully it will. You know, he's not 50 yet, but in a couple more years. So, you know, get to enjoy it while you still can. You know? I can never see him in WWE again. That is obviously off the table, but, you know, for CM Punk to come back to AEW, possibly in July, we'll see what happens. I don't take back what I said when we did the Wheels of Fury episode, Kyle and I. And I'm sure Kyle feels the same way. So, again, when the time comes, who knows? You know, it's I'll wait and see right now. But am I looking forward to it? There is a difference, in my opinion, between I want to see him in the ring again, but looking forward to it, you know. I mean, I don't know. Because I'm hoping that he will do better, have more matches, and not have any more fucking immature, childish bull fucking shit fights. But, you know, I am excited to see Jeff Hardy back, nonetheless. So, anyways, talk to you later. Bye.
So you know that them cutting WCW was a long time coming. But I think that there's this myth out there that Jamie Keller that's why he took pleasure in cutting WCW. I don't think that's the case at all. Because if you look at some of his earlier interviews, like